Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Chaz and Friends, hosted and presented by the Three Count Podcast, where the takes are hot and the takes are sometimes questionable. And somebody is guaranteed to leave this show angry. And tonight, we are stepping into sacred territory. We are talking about greatness, not just good matches, not great matches. We are talking about the matches that should have been immortalized as a legitimate five-star classic. Some of the biggest matches in wrestling history are on the table tonight, and I already know somebody is going to probably disagree with me. Then we're diving into one of the biggest questions in wrestling today. Cody Rhodes has been QB1 for the past, I'm going to say, 2 years now, all right? WrestleMania 40 has come and gone. He's finished the story. He's held the championship more than once. He is the face of WWE, but has he actually surpassed the foundation that our tribal chief, my tribal chief, the man that sits at the head of the table, Roman Reigns, built, or is WWE still cashing checks from the Bloodline era? And finally, over there in AEW, MJF is back on top. We talked about it last week, but let's look beyond the championship. Let's look that if AEW is going to thrive for the next 10 years, who should be their next true franchise player? Who gets the keys to the kingdom? I've got opinions, you've got receipts, and we probably have absolutely no reason to be any calm or any way civil about today's show. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Chaz and Friends. Holla at your boy! Let's go, run the intro.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The Three Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the Three Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know we all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
I realize I do a lot of walking and talking in promos.
Yes, that's your thing.
Watch, like, I realize, like, I do that a lot where I just start walking and looking at the camera like, hey, take a walk with me.
Yeah.
That was funny. Literally three clips back to back was me walking.
Now is the time.
That's the best promo. Still, it's one of Puritan's best promos. Nothing has ever topped. All right, the Baltimore, not what was it? The
Ether
beat. But what was that match called? It was.
Oh, was it the
Gang Warfare? That's what it was called.
Warfare? Yeah, Gang
Yeah,
Warfare.
the Gang War. Yeah. That promo with the Ether beat. Yeah, nothing has came close to that.
Hey, real quick, let me ask this question. I know we have like a whole intro. We got other things we got to do real quick. I saw a video today, man. I thought I'd ask, is it too toxic of masculinity to take a shower and separate your cheeks and then wash in between your cheeks? Is it toxic masculinity to ask that question? Like, do y'all do that? Because like I saw a video and this dude literally walked off the set because he was like, I don't wash my ass like that. And he's walked out.
I feel like if you don't wash your ass, we should fight.
Right. I mean, right. Like, I didn't know there were different ways of washing your rear. You walk.
What?
No,
Why do we have? Why have we overcomplicate everything in life? Like,
these young
just
kids, man.
just wash your butt, yo. Just when you take your shower, wash your butt, wash everything. But like, anyway, I'm Chaz Evans. I'm the Don. I'm the Gravel to Region's best kept secret. That's the red dog over there. All right, he's the landlord of the dog pound. And down there is Twitch Graves. He's the only Graves that matters. Yeah, we're off to the races here, folks.
Starting the show.
We've lost the viewer already because they said this is not what I thought this was.
What is a
Um,
wrestling podcast? We're talking about watching ass? Like, what is going on?
what in the world? And I just want to let you know, I had no idea that he was about to ask that. If I knew that, I would have definitely
You know
never.
what's crazy?
I would have stopped you from like off rip.
No, I saw that at 7 o'clock, at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, "Yo, I'm about to bring this up on the podcast, like first thing."
That is absolutely.
That's why I didn't say anything. I didn't prep nothing. Where I was like, "Boom, let me just fire this question off."
That's insane, and shame on you. But make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at 3CountPod _ on X and 3CountPod everywhere else. That is Facebook, that is YouTube, Twitch. What else is it on? That's also TikTok, Rumble, Kick, all that at 3CountPod. 3CountPod _ is the only place that is different, and that is on the X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. The bird at even though there is no bird, I still call it Twitter. I still call it tweets. But yeah, also yeah, we're on Threads. Yeah, make sure you follow us on Threads too.
He said what's it called? Is it called Xing now? Isn't that what he?
It's called it's called a post.
Oh, it's just posting. No,
It's posting and then Threads. But then
My
Threads,
had that long before.
yeah, it was better when it was called a tweet.
Yeah.
I still call it a tweet. Yeah, a post is like a Facebook post. It's so
Yeah.
basic. That's what made Twitter, different. Whatever. This is not about social media. Well, low key it is, but make sure you follow. Make sure you follow us. Like I said, on all those platforms. Shout out all of my live viewers who are watching us right now on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, and who are watching us on Twitter. Shout out to all of you on my audio side, our podcast listeners who are listening to this on Tuesday. You should have been here on Sunday watching the live edition of Chaz and Friends so you can participate in the live show. But shout out to all of you on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, podcast.com, iHeartRadio, anywhere you get your podcast fancy on. We're right there. Thank you for checking us out. Hit that like button, hit that share button, comment on the video, on the podcast as well. My audio listeners, it does help when you actually comment, even if it's like to say you suck. I promise you, we will publish it. We won't block it. We'll leave it up there. Because guess what? It still helps us. So if you
guys have cold takes.
that's
So
fine. Like I absolutely
Thanks
love
for
it when
watching.
people think that. We have at least 2 people say that weekly on TikTok, so that's perfectly fine. It's no sweat off our backs. So yeah, definitely comment on a video so it helps us out. Buy some merch. We got a shop, Pro Wrestling Tees. That's where you get all of our old designs. Nothing gets updated there, but hey, if you still want to get some of our old designs, go buy some merch right there on ProWrestlingTees.com. But foryourwear.com, that's where you can get all of our current and updated and soon to be released shirts. Okay, anything new and improved, it is on For Your Wear. I promise you all, this shirt is coming. Where is it at? I think I have it right there. Boom. That shirt is coming out soon. I just don't know when. But the only way you're going to be able to get the Samoan World Order shirt is on foryourwear.com. Other than that, I think I've laid down all the announcements there that needs to be said. My main man, Red Dog, tell us what's going on with now entering the ring.
Yeah, so if you guys are subscribed, you guys have the bell turned on, you guys know that we dropped a new episode with Dan Stofko. It's definitely cool.
I think something just dropped on social. Something,
Yeah.
literally the clip was on just posted on
socials. Yeah, so go check out that episode. It's a lot of fun. It was great. We get to talking about how many baseball players are actually in pro wrestling. It's crazy to think about. Like, you could literally we could literally put on a whole team. You could put a whole team together on the field and then have your reserve players, and you would have like a full roster of just former baseball players. So I was like, yo, that's very interesting, and I thought it was cool. So I wanted
did you? I guess I have to listen to the interview, but did you include me in your baseball roster?
No, you didn't play pro baseball. You didn't play semi-pro baseball.
Okay, that's not the point. I played.
League does not count. You
First of all, I played Little League up until I went to high school, And then kids were throwing 70, 85 miles per hour fastballs, and I just said, no thanks. I'll be a wrestler instead. And then
That would
boom.
be like the one pro sport you would have excelled in because like it'd be
You-
almost impossible to hit you with the ball because you're so skinny.
And this is what today's show has become.
That was a good one. that was a good one. I tried not to laugh because that was great. I have nothing to say. And on that note, let's go to temp check.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on, real quick.
Just go to temp check.
Hey, Red Dog, hey, Twitch, and your friend. Yo,
He keep calling me out my name, and I'm gonna pull up on him. You wait, I'll pull up.
You leave my homie Dean alone.
Your homie Dean has went to the other side, so
so
fine.
all right, let's rock this up real quick. Boom. Temp check.
Yeah, temp check. Yeah, the rules. The rules of temp check are follows. Me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into the week. And for a bonus, we give you our match of the week. Start this one off hot. Twitch, what you got, dog?
Hottest of the week. Let's go with Roman. That promo on Raw was good.
Yeah.
My coldest of the week. Fucking crybaby Sammy. I'm over it. I'm over this crybaby Yukon Cornelius looking motherfucker. Somebody please bring Sammy back to the light. We need him back in the bloodline.
Sammy has just literally become a Karen.
Bro.
All right.
In the worst way possible.
Oh my goodness. Just complains. Woe is me. I wouldn't have done that, Cody. Because I'm a good Cody. Look at me, Cody. Look at me. Shut your.
How is he in the comments but never here?
Do you know? I wish.
Y'all know how.
Look. Hey, this. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
No, don't.
No, I'm supposed to keep it professional on this show.
We have
All right. Any pure ignorance drama is not going to be discussed. All right, on this broadcast. All right, I just won't do it. I'm going to keep it professional. All right, because
But we talk about washing between your butt cheeks.
oh, buddy. Anyway, you got your match of the week.
I don't honestly have a match of the week.
Neither do I. That's crazy.
From Monday till today, man, wrestling has just been solid.
Yeah, everything. Like, all right, so I'll go next. I don't have a match of the week either. I feel like everything was cool. Like, it was just, it was just baseline. Like, nothing was too outrageously good. Nothing was too outrageously dog crap. So, I don't really have a match of the week. My hottest wrestler of the week is my hottest of the week is Obafemi. Because that right there, man, okay? I'm sorry about everything that I said last week on the show as far as Obafemi. Because that right there is a bad man, okay? That man literally knocked out 3 other men and still had the amount of time and precision to still hit that pose with the lights going out and the spotlight on him. That's one cold ass nigga. Okay? So Obafemi is my hottest wrestler, hands down. I thought that was probably the best thing all week. So guess what? That instead of match of the week, that's my moment of the week. Obafemi is my hottest wrestler of the week. You want to know what I'm fine with? I'm fine with Obafemi winning, okay? The King of the Ring, and still facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Obafemi's going to do what Daniel Bryan did. He's going to go twice. He's going to wrestle in the opening. He's going to retire Brock Lesnar, all right, so he can shovel his old ranky-danky ass up out of here, and then he's going to face the Tribal Chief, and then he's going to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. I'm calling the summer right there. But yeah, Obafemi's my hottest. My coldest wrestler of the week is going to Gunther, and I'm over it. Like as much as Twitch, you're over Sami Zayn. I'm over Gunther. I don't want Gunther to no. My foot was on the rope. He was no. Shut up. Like no.
That was like the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was terrible, but you get what I'm trying to say. It was all. You're right. It was terrible, just like this angle.
Wrong.
Just like this angle. I just Gunther. You know, that's another debate for another day. But yeah, Gunther is my coldest. It's the promo. It's low key recycled crybaby Sami Zayn. If you want me to be completely honest. So yeah, that's my coldest. Obafemi is my hottest, and Gunther is my coldest. What do you got, dog?
All right, let me go with my hottest wrestler of the week, which is, bruh, the fact that y'all being so disrespectful about these matches that happened is crazy to me. I'll give you this, man. I liked Roman as far as like hottest wrestler of the week, but I'm gonna give it to somebody else who popped up recently. Just made it showed back up again. She was in the Owen Hart tournament, so.
Mercedes.
Yeah, we give it Mercedes.
I mean,
it was a hot ass match that we were talking about.
I mean, yeah, it was.
But I just want to give different. I want to give love to somebody else, so I'm just like, yo, let me give it to.
That's fair.
Let me give it to her.
You know me. I'm gonna always root for the boss. I'm sorry, the
Right.
CEO.
The CEO. Right. No, so I was definitely excited seeing her come back. My coldest, I have to agree, man. Like it is what it is right now. But I think if I had to do a 1B, because I don't want to put Gunther just like also on there, and I get Sammy too as well. But the craziest part was that like somebody else took an L on Monday night that should have never been put in that position to take an L, right? And that person is Penta.
No.
So I have to give Penta that because you're the Intercontinental Champion and you're losing, and I get it, right? Oba, like I thought Brock might come out and cost Oba the match, but now that angles are starting to open up a little bit, I think yeah, we're about to see something different happen.
Cold.
I'll tell you this though, my hottest match of the week was definitely Mark versus Will Ospreay on Dynamite. That match was fire.
It was
So much fire.
It was.
I let me tell you, I was like half asleep. I woke up seeing Will's entrance. I was like, all right, cool. Like it's Will. It's gonna be a Will match. And Mark came out. I was like, all right, it's cool. It's Mark. The match started going. I was like, all right, this is what I kind of expected. We got close. We got to the halfway point. I'm like, suddenly I'm like this, and I was like, and then I was like, oh shit! Yeah, I started popping left and right. I was like, this is why I watch wrestling.
This is why I watch wrestling.
I was like, I forgot I could study this match, but I'm going to, more importantly, I'm just going to enjoy this as a fan and just pop every time I see big move after big move. And like, bruh, I was like, this is crazy. So I was here for all of it. So, yeah.
That's fair.
So we
What's the comments got?
Chaz, you know what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
Thank you, Damien. You can't win for losing. He's
You're
never
right.
happy.
You're right. I'm goddamn never happy. Say something about it, bitch.
You ain't wrong. Hey, CEO. So happy she's back and looking good. Yeah, she had that great attack too on what was it, on Collision too. Chaz, no CEO, no.
What, man? Listen, I'm happy Mercedes is back. Okay,
I am too.
she's still number one out of the horsewoman, out of the four, and I don't care
That's
what they
crazy.
do.
Remember how I made that argument and everybody kept telling me like, oh yeah,
Look at here, see?
Just do it again. Do it again.
Do what again?
No, don't do
A joint.
it.
about to get it canceled.
Okay.
I got a doobie, see? Meow.
Sure.
We're
All right.
that's of leaves.
Let us know what you think in the comments. How does your coldest wrestler and your match of the week, and even as a match that you think somebody needs to somebody needs to go see it and show some love, definitely drop that in the comments right there. Before we get on our debate topic, shout out to Fight Club Pro Wrestling because I am their young Simba champion, and I, you know what? After I beat Jordan Holt at Family Business, all right, I'm going to DreamCon, all right. You're gonna see the young Simba championship down there at DreamCon this year, okay. All right, that championship is going to Houston. You see that? You see it?
What are you doing in Houston?
Okay, listen, DreamCon, baby. Fight Club Pro Wrestling will be at DreamCon.
Don't get excited. Just talk.
They're gonna be there. I am excited because the Young Simba Championship will be in Houston. All right. So yeah, just want to give them some shout outs, give them some love. All right, here we go. So first topic. So for decades, wrestling fans, all right, have used the 5-star scale. Meltzer has, for better or for not, created this little culture war over 5-star matches. And crazy enough, WWE has never had a 5-star match until this past weekend's AAA was it mask versus mask match. So yeah, that is you're surprised. Yes, you go look it up. I was shocked too when I saw the report a couple of days ago. It was like this marks WWE's first 5-star match. I mean, definitely fact check me. But I want to. What we're going to debate is this: give me your WWE matches that should be 5 stars. All right, and taking away the obvious one, Shawn versus Taker at WrestleMania 25. That's easy. All right.
Okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Twitch.
Say your wrong opinion. I'll fix it later.
Twitch, what you got?
I got a bunch of things. What you want?
Your match. You start this one off.
Okay, fine. Excluding WrestleMania 25.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles. Take
Give
that
me
one off.
Streak versus Career WrestleMania 26.
I hate
Take that, bitch. The list is endless, literally endless. But yeah, I'm gonna go WrestleMania 26 to Streak versus Career. It's another match that should have been a 5-star match all the way around, much like WrestleMania 25, and yet here we are with it at 4 3/4 of a star. Suck a dick. You're wrong.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Cool. I got one for you. This match. The Royal Rumble. I can't think of the year. But John Cena versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. They put on a 5-star clinic and they did not even leave the ring. This is their third. This is when John tied the record.
Okay.
When John tied the record at 16, he beat that match. When he beat AJ. That match right there. As far as a modern day 5-star match, and to what people consider 5-star matches now, that match definitely is 5 stars. I mean, honestly, all of Cena's and AJ's matches, that whole, even their recent match they had on the retirement tour, where it was really a love letter to wrestling, that can even be thank you, Dean, 2017.
Yep.
That can be considered a 5-star match. But definitely the Royal Rumble match 2017, AJ Styles, John Cena, 5-star match.
Cliff looked like it. The hit us was.
Cliff is ready to go. He's like, haha, let me talk to you.
Yeah. Let's go with the first thing first. This was the first match that WWE has had more than 5 stars in, with 5.25.
Okay, sorry, more than 5 stars.
That's what you mean. I was like, because like Brett and Stone Cold were a 5-star match.
Taker Shawn Bad Blood was a 5-star.
Taker Shawn, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean and don't go in the comments and be like, well, those are WWF matches. Shut up. You know, it's funny because like to me, like when I look at 5-star matches, I mean, I honestly like it'll be obviously one part I would say is Eddie versus Rey
Rock.
Mysterio for
Oh,
Dominic custody match. I thought that was a 5-star match, and the other part of it that was crazy to me is that their match at Halloween Havoc also wasn't. I don't remember seeing that as a 5-star match. I didn't really scan a
That's
whole bunch. So
WCW though.
yeah, I know, but it's bought by WWE, so it's still WWE to me.
Okay.
It's still real to me, damn it.
No, I'll give it to you.
But to be fair, I mean, to do a more recent one, Ilya versus Carmelo Hayes should have been a 5-star match. Like they, I mean, you got everything you need out of that. There was technical, there was high flying, there was just brawler. Like I fucking love that match. And then another match that I think that was rated 4.75 that should have been a 5-star. That was recent. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Literally just happened. Like
You talking
how
about
that
Tribal Combat?
Yeah, how is that match not a 5-star match? They gave it 4 3/4.
uh,
They what you
Agree
want.
with
It
that
was
match.
what it was, and it was fly. Um, but no, I was like actually looking through and just peeping some of these matches. That Elimination Chamber from 2025 with John Cena, like that was rated 4 3/4. Like I kind of dug it out a little bit. But was it? Jeez, I'm still looking through like a bunch of these matches too. As I'm like reading, just trying to think about which ones that I remember that stuck in my head the most.
Triple
But
H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit, WrestleMania 20,
that was
four and three quarter stars.
yeah,
Fuck you, that's a 5-star
that's a
match.
5-star match. That's a 5-star match.
yeah,
Shawn Michaels versus John Cena on Raw when they wrestled an hour is a 5-star match.
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, the Iron Man match.
I'm just sitting here looking. I'm like having fun. Sami Zayn
the,
versus
the Rock and Stone Cold 2, the second one, not the third one, the second one, when right before Stone Cold turns. that
The Rock Stone Cold with the greatest WrestleMania hype video of all time.
oh
How
yeah,
is that
that's
not
the
a 5-star
bruh,
match?
yeah.
bruh.
Batista versus Undertaker at WrestleMania is a 5-star match.
The Shield versus Evolution was rated 4.5 stars.
Yeah, and that match was that match was great. I can you can argue 5 with that. You can
That's a
argue.
that's a
Four
passing
and
of
a
the
half,
torch.
five is good.
I'm just looking. I'm just thinking about like all these other matches I remember seeing. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, like at
Mick
WrestleMania,
Foley versus anybody in AEW, 5-star match.
5-star match.
And that's the funny thing about it when you start talking about these 5-star matches. You start looking at it and you're like, all right, cool. Like the Okada and Kenny. Yes. The first one, yeah, 5 stars.
What,
Yeah,
Wrestle Kingdom?
yes.
Okay.
Like, all right, cool. I'll give you, yeah. But some of these AEW matches, I
That is Dave Meltzer playing with his toys in the bedroom. Don't
yeah,
tell
I
me.
mean, it's
Bruh. Royal
bruh.
Rumble 2003, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, 4 3/4 stars. Like that was, we were literally talking about an Olympic wrestler versus a Canadian that didn't wrestle, like was a pro wrestler that was hanging and banging and then telling this beautiful story. And I get it, right? We can say what we want to say about the tragedies, the tragedy that happened to Nancy and to his, and Chris Benoit's son, but Chris Benoit, the performer, like that you
Second to
can't
that.
black out a whole match because you're like, yeah, like that match was great. And I was like, you see it as a 3/4, like, bruh.
Eddie versus Kurt.
Eddie
Yep.
versus Kurt.
Eddie versus Kurt. Yep.
Sean versus Kurt.
There you go.
Shawn versus Jericho WrestleMania.
Bruh. What was Austin versus Owens at WrestleMania?
I think that was like 4.
Meh. Was it Tokyo Dome? Maybe a 6.
You're right. Absolutely.
Say it that way. So
You know what? You leave Tokyo Dome alone.
say so dumb like that. I don't know, those two matches. Like, there's a few matches in there where I look back and I'm like, damn, bro, like, how is this not like that next level that pushed it over to that 5, right? The crowd's rocking with it, everything's going off, like swords being told, you had the oh shit moments that you didn't expect to see. Like, I just, some of these matches I don't understand. Like,
I don't know if this
I
is
don't think I don't think
Bianca, we didn't say any women, but Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania is a 5-star match.
the 5-star
That's
match.
that's a 5-star match, and it was the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, like the history of just like that match alone was crazy.
And the
That
match and the match lived up to it. The match lived up to it.
Yeah, the match lived up, like just so perfect. It was a beautiful way to like end night one of WrestleMania. That was the
Yep.
craziest thing.
Yep. All
TLC.
right. Yeah, I was about to say put some tag team matches out there. Yeah, TLC. Uh,
FTR versus the
yes, I was
revival
just about to
versus
go there versus. I was just about
DIY.
to say, yep, DIY versus the revival. At NXT. I remember that. I remember sitting in my mom's kitchen watching that match. Like
Sammy Nakamura, when Nakamura debuted at Stand and
debuted.
Deliver.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of black and gold during the Wednesday Night Wars were definitely 5-star matches. Yeah, definitely a lot of WWE matches that should have gotten 5-star
What
ratings.
was the rating for Usos versus New Day in Hell in a Cell 2017?
Not
4.5.
it should have been 5. Should have been 5.
No, I don't disagree with that.
Should have been 5.
What?
Should have been 5.
Should have been a 5, bruh.
Should have been 5.
It's just crazy, man. Like the Dave Meltzer system, though. It's just I don't like I don't watch enough of the content to say like, well, I can see why he said it that way. But it's just, to me, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't ride.
No.
It doesn't ride well for me. Like, you just have to feel it out. You're like, oh, I just felt like this match was like 5 stars. Okay. Well, Okada was 7. What? These are the two greatest performers nowadays.
Stars.
Yeah.
Wow, no.
All right,
Matt.
moving on. So,
Yeah.
topic number 2. All right, so
Wait. Before we get started, which topic is topic 2 again? Because I don't want to have the same problem we did last week.
when
Is it this
Roman
one?
Reigns held the championship, WWE, right, was built around the bloodline story. Okay, for years, right, Roman Reigns and his bloodline dominated the industry, broke records, sold tickets, literally became the centerpiece of professional wrestling. Then Cody finishes the story. And since then, right, the WWE has thrived under Cody's watch, right? QB1 right there. So, but here's the question. Is Cody Rhodes proving that he's a bigger franchise player than Roman Reigns? Or is WWE still benefiting from the momentum Roman spent years creating? All right, so has Cody Rhodes surpassed Roman Reigns? Or is Roman still carrying the company? So I just went off with you, Red Dog.
It's Roman's company. What are we talking about? Like,
Oh,
you rode the momentum. You rode the momentum all the way to give it to Cody, only for Cody. Like, literally, this man takes time off, and people are still talking about the OTC. Like, and Cody's been the champion twice now, right?
Yeah.
People are just like, yeah, we're still riding with the OTC. The OTC comes back, and like the bloodline gets reunited, and this crowd is just raucous for him. Like, they love Roman. And so Roman was like, yo, I've been gone for a little bit. Now it's time for me to come back and just reset everything. I gave you guys 2 years to get better, essentially, and was like, none of y'all did it. It's time for me to come back and do this and show you guys how it's done. So I have to say, this is Roman's company. Cody cuts some great promos, but there's only one tribal chief. You could be QB1 all day, but even the QB1 has to answer to a chief, and it's not. And Roman is not a QB1. He is the chief. He's the guy. So no, this is Roman's company still, man, and they clearly showed that because they put the title on him for Raw. Like, and then they had that moment where Cody and him like walked by each other, and Roman didn't even move. He didn't even move. This
I
man
mean,
just like
Roman's literally only acting thing that he's got is no snarl.
that's all
That's
right.
all. It
That's all he
sucks.
needs to
That's
do.
all he. That's all he's got as far as his angry
That's all
upper.
he needs to do. What does he need to do?
That's all he does.
Oh, that's it. Snarf,
I
snarf.
mean, it worked for Ice Cube. That's all I'm saying.
Bruh.
I
It worked for Ice-T. He's a cop playing a cop. It works for Ice-T.
That's fair.
that's fair.
John Cena had what was John like whenever he got angry, he did the shaking of the head thing. Just- I was gonna go with that. It's Roman's company.
All right, Twitch.
What's Roman's, bro? Cody's here for the kids. Roman's here for people to want to see people get their ass beat. And that's what Roman delivers.
Yo, you said that, and I instantly went to Trick Daddy. It was like Trick love the kids.
That's how I feel, though. Cody is champion to get the kids in the door because the kids love Cody Rhodes.
So you think the kid?
So people love Roman.
Okay.
The people as a whole love Roman as champion more than they love Cody as champion. Cliff said it best, man. It's Roman's company all day, every day.
He's on the show. He makes $1 billion checks, bruh.
Now, when I say when I
Ass coming up here.
The disrespect.
Chaz
I,
A. Evans.
when I say, okay, that this is no disrespect
There it
to
is.
my tribal chief,
There it is.
your tribal chief, our tribal chief, the man that sits at the head of the table, all right, your world heavyweight champion, put it ones in the air, for Roman Reigns. Okay, when I say no disrespect to the tribal chief, I mean this in no disrespect to the tribal chief.
Then don't say it.
But I have to say it because the facts are the facts is that the tribal chief may have all the sauce and may have all the aura, all right, that aura can have, all right? He literally, the word aura was made in the dictionary for Roman Reigns. Okay, I absolutely believe that. All right, I literally said it on Monday when he walked out there. I said, "Wow, this is what the kids call aura," or like if you're really young, they call it Riz. I don't know. They say this is what the Riz. All right, Riz.
You look real confused.
Anyway, my point being is this. All right, even with all that, time is up. All right. We have moved on. All right. We are already going back to same old, same old. You can shake your head, Mr. Red Dog, all you want. But no, we are in the age of the American Nightmare. Okay. And we've been actually in Cody's company for quite a while now. All right. How can you call this Roman's company if Roman's not even there? Roman's not pushing anything. Roman's not. What is Roman pushing? He's pushing baby cards. That's what he's pushing. Because he's got what? 12 different kids. He's over there being dad. That's what Roman's doing. And then Roman's not even defending the belt. He's not. He's just there. He talks. He's not. No, it's not. Okay. And all I know is this: Roman Reigns talks a lot of big games. And like I said, this is no disrespect. I mean, no disrespect or ill will to my tribal chief, your tribal chief, our tribal chief, the man that sits at the head of the table, your world heavyweight champion, Roman Reigns. This is not disrespect. But I just pray and hope that this Street Fighter movie is as good, okay, as his voice acting is. Because if you made me, okay, you left to go film this movie and it's not good, all right, I don't know if I can claim you as this his company. He's still the tribal chief, all right? All right, I still pay my respects when I see the tribal chief when he pops up on my screen. Me and my sons, we stand up, we put the ones in the air because hey, you gotta pay respect for the ones in the air. All right, the tribal chief is in your city. All right, so but no, it's not. It's Cody Rhodes' company. All right, yes, we are
I would let you know if that Street Fighter movie sucks. Okay, you better have all that energy for Cody Rhodes too.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything about Cody Rhodes' performance. I'm not. Listen, I saw him in
No,
Arrow.
don't do
He's not
that.
that good of an actor. I
Cody
saw him
left
in a couple
to do this
episodes of
movie.
Arrow. All right,
Cody left to do this movie. He just left at a different time. Like, don't
that's
do
fine.
that.
This is, but the point being is this.
No.
Yabba
Roman
dabba
almost
do,
killed the
motherfuckers.
guy.
Look, it is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but
Roman almost killed the guy on the set of what was it, Hobbs and Shaw by accident by throwing a club at him. Talk
yeah.
about aura. He hit a
That's
cameraman.
not okay.
That's
That
100%
is not a
great.
good thing.
That
It's
made
a
us
cameraman.
more to watch that cameraman get smoked by a club.
That's not okay.
The cameraman shouldn't have been there. This is WWE. He was in WWE mode. That's not his fault.
Oh my gosh. But yes, no. It's Cody. I like I said, this is no disrespect to the tribal chief, okay? Because the tribal chief is
Bruh.
still that dude.
One check that Cody Rhodes wrote that the company cashed in on. One.
What? I mean, Crown
Exactly.
Jewel, half of the what's it called?
No.
All those Saudi
Netflix.
shows.
Of the
Smack
Saudi shows. You're
The
gonna run
Saudi
with the
show?
Saudi shows?
That was under the reign of your tribal chief, my guy. Billion-dollar deals get written by the checks that have the tribal chief's name attached to it, not Cody.
Ah,
Peacock.
Who got shoe
That.
companies making them custom Jordans? Not Cody.
Did you? Yeah, let me know when the Cody Rhodes, Jordan 12s come out. I bet those don't exist, but the Bloodlines do.
Cody's probably got a pair of Vans coming out. Okay.
Hey, no.
Vans
no,
versus
no.
Jordan. That's your argument.
He's
That's
got.
your That's the best you got.
He
Let
got
me
a
do
pair.
Vans. We talking about number
Hey,
two in
time
the
out. I'm not going to tolerate any disrespect towards Vans.
No,
It's not
but there is a
disrespect. I
huge
got a
difference
couple
between-
pair of Vans.
Listen, there's a huge difference between having a pair of Vans and a pair of J's.
Oh, I
There's a
know.
song- Yeah, there's a song called 23 there, Mr. Chaz. You know all about it. Yeah, it doesn't say Vans on my feet. Vans on my feet. So you like me? No. It's about some Jordans, bro. You better recognize, man. This is the world of the tribal chief that we're living in, and Cody is just a piece of that. Like they are 1-1, sir. And if last time I checked, it was called it was called tribal
You can do it.
warfare. It was not referred to as Cody's. It was Cody's story, but under the eyes of Roman. Like, OTC, your tribal chief, not Cody.
Okay. Now, I want to come back at everyone's point. Okay. First of all, Vans has a song. I just don't know what it is.
Exactly. Thank you
know-
for proving the point.
I know Vans has a song. Number two. All right. Cody Rhodes' story was being carried all the way from another company. Roman Reigns only carried one company. All right. We were talking about finishing his story while he was over there in AEW.
The man couldn't get over in his own company.
He was definitely over. He was over in his company.
Oh, you're smoking.
We are not going to have revisionist history. We're not going to have revisionist history. We're not going to put sit back. No, you sit back down, sir. We're not going to sit up here and act like the last 5 months of his AEW career was his entire run. Like, no, he was over. Was he in good stuff all the time? No, but he was over in his own company. We're not going to do that.
This man had the Cody challenge, the TNT Open challenge. He was bringing on new people, and those people were getting more over than he was.
That's not true. Eddie Kingston is the
Eddie
anomaly.
Kingston.
Is the anomaly.
Brody Lee.
Anomaly. Because no
Brody
one's talking about Warhorse. All right. fizzled
But
out.
we were talking about Black Malachi being there, and
He was an
Cody.
E guy.
He knocked out
He was
Cody in what?
already no, he was an E guy, so he was already going to be over. This is right in the thick of the whole war when everyone's switching sides. That was
Cody
going to
coming in,
happen.
you guys came
Anybody
over
that
and-
switched sides was going to get over for a month.
Rusev didn't.
Who?
Miro.
Miro. He wasn't over in the E.
That's a lie. You know that. That's a lie. That's the biggest lie. Hey, I need you to take that. That's the biggest lie. That is a lie that that will not stand. As long as there's a Rusev Day, that will not stand. As long as that man came out looking cool in that tank on WrestleMania,
Hey,
I will not take that
pretty
slander,
dope.
sir.
I'm not gonna lie.
just because a certain
day you went against Rusev
just
Day.
because a certain YouTuber from the DMV was in love with Rusev Day doesn't mean that it was actually. Oh, I'm joking. I can't even.
You can't even acknowledge that lie.
I can't even. I tried it.
That is
I
the
tried.
worst political lie I've ever seen, and I've seen a man in orange lie about some of the bullshit.
I tried. Yeah, maybe I can't. I can't do politics. I couldn't do that. Yeah.
Right. This man.
No. Rusev Day was over. It was. It definitely was.
It is
But
Roman.
yeah, nah, man. Cody. But the blasphemy. I'm not gonna let y'all sit up here and say that Cody Rhodes wasn't over. Was that last?
Well, yeah, we did say that.
Yes, you did. You outright did. So I can't let that
I
happen.
was going to argue something else. I jumped ahead.
Right, totally started arguing something else. All right, going into the comments. What do people say before we move on?
They
Cody.
don't agree with what they saying.
Exactly.
Fine. Cody is pro wrestling.
Come back, and he's still the one. But the disrespect because you open your mouth, Chaz, like you always do at the wrong time. Time is up to move on to who? Cody. None of his title reigns compared to Roman's. This is also true. I'm not around, and my name still carries weight.
No, it doesn't.
No, he's talking about Roman.
Oh,
Yeah, Roman. Like, sure, Damien can claim that about him, but that's not true. He's talking about Roman. Roman was gone, and people were still talking about the OTC. Talking about propaganda. He's already making excuses for Cody shaking my damn head.
I'm not talking about pure ignorance drama on the show.
But what we are acknowledging is that there's a whole lot more. I didn't get in there. Facts, Shane Chaz. You know, got my Vans on, but they look like
That's a song.
they have a it was kind of over. Did you just say Rusev Day wasn't over? Chaz, what the fuck? Long story short, it's Roman's company. End of discussion. You sure, Chaz? You couldn't be in politics? Hey, yo, the way that man be lying, as long as he can believe it just for a half a second, other people can believe it too. It's Roman's company.
I'm gonna be Cliff's running mate when he runs for president. No, when Cliff runs for president, I'm Cliff's vice president. If I'm not his vice president, I'm definitely his secretary of the. Secretary of War. Yeah.
Secretary.
I'll tell you right now, that's going to me.
You know, to be fair, anytime that there's this situation where everybody has to be together, Chaz will automatically be the designated survivor. I'm like, just follow the storyline, Chaz. You know what to do. And
Oh my god! Oh my! I would literally be so mad. I would probably mourn your death, but at the ceremony, I would be so mad at you. I would be so upset, and I would probably be laying you out and cursing you out. Why did you give me all of this? You know, it was like, why is your last decision in life dooming this entire world? Not the country, but dooming the world. You have given me too much power. Oh no!
You could choose a way better running mate.
You're right. What? Prince? Prince?
No, but now that you mention it,
That illiterate son of a bastard. Let me not. Anyway, topic 3. All right. Every wrestling company needs a face. All right, a centerpiece. All right, QB1, as we like to say over there in the E, a star that defines an era. For years, AEW right now, for pretty much for its inception, has leaned on MJF whenever they need a proven main event attraction. But eventually, right, every company has to prepare for the next. So let's take MJF off the board. If you were running AEW right now, you're Tony Khan, and you had to choose one wrestler to build the company around for the next 5 years, who gets the ball? All right, who got the charisma, the star power? Who can be the face of AEW? All right, it's, I'm gonna ignore the said statement that was there, and I'm gonna start my point being as I
All
think
right,
it's pretty fair, and I think it's abundantly honest that there's really one true answer to this, and that answer is Will Ospreay. I definitely think that you take MJ off the board right now. Let's just say, boom, MJF, I quit. Boom, I'm going, and then somehow magical company contract, whatever. He's on SmackDown. Oh, I'm sorry, he's on Raw tomorrow. All right, he's on Netflix. Wednesday, I gotta go in my meeting. Who's the guy? I'm going with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is somebody who not only appeals to the younger generation, but he's now getting in front of a more eyes like American eyes. He's starting to get that older generation. People starting to actually like Will Ospreay, and then they start to connect the dots and like, oh wait, that's that clip on YouTube or that clip on social media of him doing the flips versus the bald guy. Yeah, that's Ricochet. Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah. So I definitely think Will Ospreay. You can definitely build that company around for the next 5 years. Will Ospreay can work as a babyface, as we've already seen, and Will Ospreay can work as a heel. We've seen it in New Japan. We've seen it on the Indies. He's a jackass. He's a real prick as a heel, so he can definitely pull out that heel role if needs be. Um, excuse me. But if you're looking at your next face, the next 5 years, you're definitely looking at a Will Ospreay. I know people might say, "Oh no, Darby," or you're looking at it like, "Oh no, Takeshita," Kyle Fletcher. No, it's right now. I'm giving the ball to Will Ospreay. That's who I go for the next 5, maybe a decade if you're lucky. He's the guy. What's call it that could be the face of AEW. All right, Cliff, what you got?
bro, you went for such a low hanging fruit. I'm like disappointed in you that you were like,
What?
yeah, let me take Will Ospreay off the board, bro. Give me Brody King next. He knew it too. We both got it. We know like that man. Woo, talking about man get over. That man is. He's that's the dude right there. Like he's got charisma. He's got fans already cheering for him. He can get the fans booing him when he needs to. Like that's the dude right there. He's big. He's got size. He's got like oh man, the guy could talk on a mic. Like he's got it all, bro. Like that is
Yeah,
the guy. And you just need him for 5 years.
but you
But
can't. I look at it like this though. Can you put Brody King on the Today Show?
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely,
You think?
yeah. That dude, yeah, that dude.
So Will Ospreay is good. I agree with you on Will Ospreay. If you need somebody that connects with people like that, Will Ospreay is that person. I agree with Cliff a lot more though. Brody King, great on the mic, great wrestling ability. The fans he's already over with. He's not injury prone. No offense to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay gets hurt a lot.
He's got a neck injury, man. That like and that's the thing too is I'm looking at a person who's consistent, who doesn't get injured, and even when he like even if he did get injured, we're looking at like, he I don't say he bounces back quick, but he right now he's just durable. and that's what I'm looking at, right? I see your point. Will, I agree. I just think it's low hanging fruit. I think there's more people in the roster that we can dig into, and that's why I also didn't want to go with someone like Kenny or Swerve or Okada, right? Because those are obvious choices that you can make. Darby, right? Same way. Like those are obvious choices. So I'm just like, yo, let me go deeper into the roster, find somebody there, right? Because after that, like I would say Brody, but then the next person I would pick is Athena. Like 5 years on the company, yeah. Let me. She's already carrying ROH. Let's just keep it 100. Like that's what I'm saying. But I don't know, man. I just think that you can put Brody King on most shows, and they're gonna have something to talk about. He and right now, I mean, what do we really talk about when it comes to Brody? Like Brody's always out there and making some kind of statement, right? Like just on his t-shirts, and people like just go with him. So I don't know if he alienates one half of an audience, right? That might
I
be
don't think he
something
does.
that I don't know. And I only say I don't know just because like I don't pay attention to both sides of the political sphere when it comes to a wrestler like him, where he's wearing t-shirts that's fuck ice. Like I don't know how the right looks at it. I just know like when I hear a crowd cheering his name, it's kind of hard to ignore that. So like that's where I just give it at. It's a good pick. That's why I was looking. I was like, the Jet definitely is a good pick.
I tried to avoid picking Kyle Fletcher because we all put Kyle Fletcher up on
Right.
such a podium
That's fair.
that
Yeah.
I just let's put him aside for a moment. And I looking at the roster going down at taking Kenny out, taking Swerve out, Hangman, so and so. It just keeps going back to Brody, man. Like that man put AEW on his back and just is hauling it up the mountain.
Taking John off the list too.
Moxley, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was already like
Yeah.
you could argue Claudio.
No, I can't.
Really?
Yeah, Claudio. Because Claudio got the size. Claudio's got like the
He's,
word, right? But Claudio doesn't talk. Like that's the
that's
biggest thing.
fair. That's fair.
He don't.
Like,
Yeah.
and I would say this: Wheeler Yuta would be a guy like that. I would, you know, because the thing about Wheeler that makes him so unique though is that he speaks to a different demographic. But like you could you can literally watch that guy put on some size and then watch what happens like all of a sudden because he cuts good promos.
Yeah.
They just don't want him cutting promos in AEW. So he's always like the backup guy, the guy that's like, hey, we'll just throw like you had to he's like a level one boss. That's what he is for he is. He's a level one guy. He's unfortunately he's the guy that are like, well, we'll start this feud and Wheeler can go pick a fight with whoever, and then they'll start a feud with the
JD.
Death Riders.
So he's JD McDonough.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say Glass Joe from Punch Out. I didn't know if anybody would get that reference.
I got it.
But yeah, I mean, but if you gave Wheeler like a real run, like yeah, Wheeler would get over. He would be. We would talk about him, Kyle Fletcher, Will, MJF, and Brody King all in the same breath. We would all say like those five guys would be the guys that would run, and they would just carry.
Just because I'm curious on everybody's opinion on this. Eddie Kingston. Yay, nay.
He's old. Like I don't want to be rude.
That's
Like
fair.
he
Is he that
you
old?
know he's the man. First of all, let me put that out there first. He is the man, but he will tell you too. He's old.
I don't know how old he is, so.
I want to
44.
yeah.
Did you just look it up?
I did. I just pulled it up.
Okay.
No, it's 44. It's number 12.
He's the man. My man cuts promos that make me hate. Like he cut a promo on a bag of gummy bears, and it made like Sour Patch Kids, and that made me all like, I too now hate Sour Patch Kids, and I thoroughly enjoy Sour Patch Kids.
Bro, he makes me get hyped as fuck. He came out and dumped that gasoline all over Homeboy, and I'm just like, yeah, light him on fucking fire.
Yeah, it's funny. I caught on Eddie Kingston on right literally probably a couple months prior to him going on AEW, and literally said, "Yep, taking all of the notes." And and somebody brought it up to me. That was like, "Why you like the way you cut your promo in the ring? You sound like Eddie Kingston." I go, I am doing too much, Eddie Kingston. Got to switch it up a little bit, put more. But yeah, no, yeah, definitely Eddie. Eddie is one of those. Yeah, he's too old. He's like he said, like
You know
what?
who's another person that doesn't get talked about enough? Anthony Bowens.
Yeah, Anthony
And it's
Bowen.
just because
Yeah,
right now it's just they're just trying to find a place for him. But yo, that dude oozes charisma. And then like now they're having running with the ops and like even just the other week I saw him, they gave him the op shirt and like the crowd like they had the fanboys in the back and he's like, what? No applause. And then like the way he said it and looked at everybody, it was like, dog, y'all better start clapping before you start catching hands like
yeah,
right
yeah.
away. I believe him when he says that he's gonna fuck y'all up. So yeah, I think AEW has enough people in there that like if MJF was to leave, there'd be a gap. There would be a huge hole.
Oh
But I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
they have three dudes who immediately would fill that up, and we're looking at it. And I think, like I said, I put five names out there already. So
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, go to the comments. See what the comments say.
we started off with some hello, gentlemen.
Hello, governor.
Will Ospreay is a good pick. He was the first person to come to mind. Yep.
Shut up,
Will
Dean.
ain't going on no talk show.
You're not going on a talk show. That's why we got rid of yours.
have your have you heard him talk outside of wrestling? Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. He's doing a lot more interviews. Like, what are you talking about?
Kevin Knight Kid is pretty good. He's definitely really good. I do like Kevin Knight. I do. Good old Glass Joe. Yep, good old Glass Joe. I also, I mean, it's funny because like they talked about the pillars like originally back in like 2022, and it's weird to see that it's still just MJF
Yeah,
that's last.
yeah.
Yes,
Like Warlow did. Yes, absolutely. They should have pulled the trigger on that one when they had the chance to, and they didn't. Um, yeah, definitely big.
they just floundered him. Like
Yeah,
every time it's like they always put him in the group as like the monster, and then he just doesn't fit. Like, yo,
yeah,
just let him run roughshod.
yeah,
His promo work, like when he cut that promo about himself, was like in 2021, 2022, when he's kind of getting out of MJF's shadow. And he cut that promo. It was all about him. It was his story. Like people were starting to catch on to him, and then they did nothing with him after that. They had him in the Undisputed Kingdom. Remember, like he was
yeah,
the fifth guy, and like Adam Cole kept looking at him weird. And maybe there was supposed to be a story between him and Adam Cole that they were going to build up to help put over Wardlow more, but like that washed out. And then they had him with I forget who else they had him with, and it washed out. And then he went to American Gladiator, and I'm like, cool. Like I'm be fair with Wardlow, bruh. I hope that, and I don't want this to sound come off the wrong way when I say this. I hope he just lets his contract run out with AEW and makes the jump to WWE. Like NXT will take him, train him, use him like they're going like he needs to be, and then WWE is gonna have so much fun when he goes up to
yeah.
the main roster. Because he does so much stuff. And they're like, no, you were the muscle. Be that guy. Like, bruh. Says Chaz, come see me. I ain't for public consumption, fan. Uh nice.
Anyway, on that note, that's the show, folks.
He
Um,
said he's for OnlyFans consumption.
disgusting on so many levels. Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, if you haven't done so, hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Twitch. Hit that like button on Facebook. Hit that follow button on Twitter. Share this video with all your friends of my podcast listeners who's catching this on Tuesday. Definitely share this video out. Definitely put it on social media what your favorite clip was, what your favorite debate was. Tell us what you think. At us. We can take criticism. We really don't care because we'll argue back with you. Yeah, so, but you already know that because you watch the show enough to be bold enough to tell us and at us. So just be prepared for the smoke. But yeah, buy some merch, all that jazz, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah, House of Machiavelli sucks.
That disrespectful ass motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod, _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm gonna walk away and you're gonna play another video. Now.